I'm sorry, Jason, but Alan won't be able to make it into the office, I said over the phone to my husband's boss. He still isn't feeling well. It's been 4 days, Jason complained. Can I talk to him? You could if he was awake, I replied. He was up half the night puking his guts out and wasn't able to fall asleep until this morning. Can you have him call me when he wakes up? Absolutely, I said, first thing. Once I was off the phone, I grabbed my tray of supplies and notebook and carried them down into the basement. Wake up! I snapped. I wasn't lying to Jason about my husband being asleep, but I did lie about him being sick. Alan snapped awake and immediately started fighting against the restraints that held him to the bed. Looks like the muscle relaxants are starting to wear off again, I noted. I grabbed the pre-filled syringe from the tray and jabbed it into his thigh. Please stop, Alan begged. I've learned my lesson. I swear to God I'll never cheat again. That's what you said the first 2 times, I reminded him. I really mean it this time, he insisted. I don't believe you. I picked up the scalpel. Please, he whimpered. I could tell from the way he slurred the word that the drugs were starting to take effect. Let's see what our next group of words is going to be. I flipped open my notebook and turned the pages until I got to the one I needed. Written on the page were 100 words I'd come up with to describe what I thought about my husband. As part of his punishment, I was going to carve those words into his body as I'd already done for the past 4 days. I ran my hand across the scabs on his left leg. That is where I carved the first 200 words. The next 200 words I carved into the right leg. I think it's time to start on the arms, I declared. Alan was fully drugged at this point and unable to resist as I lifted his left arm and started to carve the word lecture onto the side of his thumb. When I was done, I sealed the cuts with liquid bandage and then moved on to the index finger, where I carved the word deceiver. I kept carving words until I carved all 100 of the words I had on my list. And we are done for the day. I dropped the scalpel onto the tray and tended to the wounds caused by the last word. Is there anything special you want for lunch? I asked him. When he didn't try to mumble out a reply, I checked his pulse. There wasn't one. Well, shit, I huffed. I came up with 1,000 words to describe you. I placed my hand on the notebook. I guess I only needed 500 to make my point.